Hello everyone, this is Luki no Tomo with the Little Tokyo Trip 3, Part 3 manga review. And I'm gonna start it off with this one. Now, I got this one a while back. It's called Chocolate Junkie by Tsutsui Asahi or Asahi Tsutsui. And this one also is the same mangaka. It's called Nimo Kakawarazu. And so I'm gonna do like the two of them review because this is her latest series that they just got out, and this is the old one. This is a 3-volume complete, and what was cool about this one is I read this one, I fell in love with this one. She is supposed to be like the ugly girl, like ugly duckling kind of thing, but I don't know, I don't think she's that ugly. But here you can see that's how she looks a lot of the times in the actual manga there. So, you know, I guess I can see how they're calling her ugly, but I still don't think she's ugly. And this is their gay friend who works at a bar that they go to. And this is the lead male character, and there he is again. So basically the story goes is here on the back. Oh, by the way, that's him. That's a better look at him. And that's her other friends too, who are supposedly like ugly and stuff. And here they have a little panel. And in elementary school, she would get bullied, made fun of, and they would like all tease her because they thought she was ugly and stuff. He is the new transfer student, so he's like young and good looking, and everybody likes him and wants to be his friend and stuff. He notices that she's getting picked on all the time, and so he steps in, and instead of saying like, you know, don't pick on her and stuff, he says, the only one who can pick on her is me. And so he kind of like declares her as his property in a sense, and you know, she becomes his lackey, and he makes her do everything for him and stuff like that. And so all through elementary school it was like that, all through middle school it was like that, all through high school. There's all these other weird incidents that occur later on, but here it says, you know, do es, and she's all freaking out there. But he is a big sadist when it comes to her and dealing with her, because you know, he just goes crazy. But what she did was she couldn't take it anymore. She's just like, ugh, I've had enough of him, and I don't want him to continue like following me around and stuff, because she was kind of, you know, she didn't like him, kind of afraid. And so what she decides to do, here's a shot of them in middle school, of him having her carry everything around. But he always thought it was normal, and you know, he didn't do anything. There's the gay guy again. So like he didn't care. He actually wanted to, and you know, go follow her around and stuff. He was like a little puppy in my opinion. And so when they were supposed to go to college, she ended up tricking him into going to a different college so that she could be free. And so then the whole story takes place years later when they're adults. He becomes a teacher, which is, you know, strange for her because she's like, oh, you were such a bully back then. But he ends up tracking her down and finding her, and they sort of reunite, and it's their sort of the whole story takes place with their interactions with each other. And of course, you know, he obviously had liked her back then, so they do in the end kind of get together and stuff. It's really sweet. I really loved this story. I like the artwork. It was great comedy. It is all in kanji though, so if you don't know kanji, or if you don't have like a dictionary, or if you don't know how to look stuff up, it can be quite difficult to read. But I don't know, I sped through it like really, really fast. I mean, I had to look up a bunch of words still, because I only know about 300 kanji, but I really liked this one. So what I did was I bought this one. This one was her newest work, so Nimo Kakawarazu. And that is a girl, not a guy. I know she looks like a guy, but... And I noticed that when I was skimming through this, that is the gay guy who works at the same bar. And then look, there's like scenes where the other couple from Chocolate Junkie are in there, like the bar scenes and stuff. There's the same thing. Oh, and I thought, it was like, oh my god, their characters are intercrossing. I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. So I liked it just because of that, and also it was the same mangaka, giving her another chance to see if this one's going to be just as good as the other. See, there he is again. Let me de-blur that there really quick. So, yeah, so I really like this one. So I hope this one is going to be just as good. Can't wait to read through that. Then I'm going to go with these. This is La 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 Ra 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 by Kindichi Renjuurou Kindichi, and you may recognize this mangaka because they did Jungle Utsumo Hali no Chigu, or Guu. That anime was really popular for me and probably a bunch of other people. In college, it definitely helped, and I learned a lot of Japanese from that anime. And I also have Astrawberry and Nicoichi, and that's the cross-dressing one where the dad dresses up like a girl or a mother to pretend to be the mother of his child instead. So it's really funny. I love his works. This one is no exception. Like, this one's really awesome as well. I caught a couple of chapters and I fell in love with it. I do have on my live journal some translations that I made of some of my favorite scenes. So this lady is super crazy, in my opinion. She's all about, like, trying new things and stuff. And so he happened to be in this bar with her, and so she comes up to him and basically says, hey, like, do you want to get together? And, you know, she wanted to try out what it would be like to get married and then divorced, because all the people were talking about it in her little, like, circle of friends. And so she decided to do that with him. And it's a really strange concept. But then when he figured out that that's what happened, that they ended up getting married, he's like, I don't want a divorce. Like, I want to stick it out with you. And so it's all about them, like, working it out. And this one's really funny because she is constantly naked, like, all the time. It's absolutely hilarious. See, look how many times she's naked. It's just funny. And, I don't know, it's just, I really like the art, I like the comedy into it, and she's like, look how many times it's just really funny. I just can't believe how many times she's just running around naked here. So, yeah, god dang, look at that, I mean, geez, there's like, if you have to count how many times, it's like, I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty funny. So, this is a quick little look through of that. I haven't finished reading all of volume 1, and I don't think I've read any of volume 2, but it's a quick look here of what you can get. And the art style is very similar to a lot of his other works, but, you know, that's what makes a mangaka for that, you know, you can recognize their stuff. Anyways, I highly, highly recommend Da Da Da. This is, like, one of my favorite ones right now, too. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff, but it's definitely high on my list. I still have to finish Nicoichi. That has 10 volumes complete, and I haven't read, actually, the rest of the second volume of Astrawberry, because it was supposed to continue, and then they just never did. So, it's kind of sad that that one fell flat. And I never bought the Hare Guu manga, but I love the anime. So this one is super amazing and worthy of checking out. So it's la 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 da da da. And then I'm gonna go on next with these. And let's see here. Let me move these over. So this is Kyou kara Aniki desu by Nakaji Yuki, or Yuki Nakaji. And she's also done some really famous pieces. It's surprising how much that I know that she's done, but I can't remember all the names. I know she's done, I've bought Zig Zag and the Venus in Love series. And then there's this one, and then, I mean, she's done a bunch of other ones. And I like her artwork is amazing. I like her characters. She always does interesting stories. And what I like about this mangaka is that she always adds hints of BL, or boys love, into her story. Like, almost every single one that I've had, that I bought seems to have a little hint of that. Now this one ends at volume 2. Volume 2 just recently came out, like, say, like a couple months ago, or let me see. Came out, yeah, like a month or so ago, 2 months ago. So this is her latest one that she just ended. I don't know if she's making anything new right now, but the storyline goes here is basically about like these two guys. This guy is the older brother, and that he's the younger brother. They got to be step brothers and everything, but he always has this really weird, like, girly face, girly look to him, so he always somehow gets mistaken as a girl. And when they first met, they met at the high school ceremony, you know, where in Japanese they have those things where you go and you see if you got into the high school. And something happened where, I guess, a button or something was loose, and he always carries around a sewing kit, which obviously also makes him a little bit more girly, even though he doesn't want to be all cute and girly. But that's just how he is. But everybody loves him anyways. And so he helped fix, they were in regular clothes, so he helped fix up, you know, whatever it was. And he fell in love with him at first sight. And so then later, when they actually both got into the same high school, he realized then that he wasn't a she, that it was a guy. And so he became all heartbroken and everything. So it was kind of funny, but he still, like, couldn't stop thinking about him. And then, to make matters even more strange, so here is the lead guy there, Megumu, which also sounds like a girly name. That's the father, who's a novelist. This is his mother, who is his father's sort of assistant or associate, like producer kind of thing. And then so they fell in love, and they're gonna get remarried. This is her kids. She's got a little boy, a little girl, and him. And so they end up getting married, and then now they're all like one family, and he became the older brother to all these siblings. They're really cute drawings too, by the way. And this is his next door neighbor, and she's been in love with him, and he kind of like likes her. So there's some awkwardness between the two, and he recognizes that because he also kind of likes him. So, you know, there's some little incidents there which make it more kind of BL-ish. And here are the little siblings again. That's the dad all, like, cleaned up and stuff. And so then that's these two with the awkward sort of cutesy moments. I really liked this one. I thought they did a really good job. It was nice, short and sweet, and it ended in a way where you can still have hope for him and them. Like, you know, so it's kind of like Fujoshi's little dream there, who can make it, you know, believable. I don't know. I like how she does her stuff. She does a really, really good job. And I hope to see more like this, or maybe like some more in the same storyline, because 2 volumes is a bit short. Maybe she could do some more. Like how this one did, where, you know, they put the characters and intermixed it. Like, I don't know, that'd be cool to see multiple characters. I love that when they do the whole crossovers from their own series. I think that's really neat. So, yeah, I highly recommend this Kyou Kara Aniki desu, if you can still get them. I order all my books from Kinokuniya, and usually as long as if it's like a year or so, you could still back order and get a lot of these things. But if you wait too long, sometimes you can't get them. So it's always best to grab them while you can if you're interested. I don't know if any of these are licensed. I know some of her other stuff got licensed into English. Like Zig Zag only got 1 through 3 licensed, and I think then it got cut for English, but I had those. And then the Venus in Love one also, I think, 1 through 8, and then it got canned in English. But I ended up buying the rest of the Venus one in Japanese. Now, I don't think I bought Zig Zag, now that I think about it. I don't know, because sometimes you can't back order things that are too old, but maybe if it's a famous mangaka, you still might be able to. It's just uncertain. Things just go up and down. I never even thought to actually get that. So maybe I should probably look into it or see about you know, because I never did see the ending, I think, to Zig Zag. Anyways, sorry for my ranting, and I will end it off here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will continue with these in the next part. So, thank you so much for watching. And I'll end it here, actually, because these guys are really cute.